and Logan, I'm going to write the Google Classroom code on the board. Before you leave today, you need to go get your Chromebook and enter it in. Just like last year, you're going to be watching videos for when you're absent. So we have like 2 absences today. They're going to watch the video from today's lesson, post it at 4 p.m. They copy down all notes, do all bronze, and that's how you get 5 points of credit. Yes, Chad? That's a 7th grader, Juliet Grass. She's new to our school. If you see her, she has, I think, red hair. Say hi to her. Say welcome to Union Home. She's been gone a little bit, but she's pretty cool, pretty good at math. Yeah. If you see her, say hi. Uh-huh.
What does that say? Combine.
Combine, like terms. No. Hands up on 2. What's the aim? 1, 2? Read it for me, please, Tessa. So we're still entering kind of this Unit 1 that's a lot of review and a big base build up for pre-algebra stuff that's going to start building up pretty heavily in Unit 2, 3, and 4. Today's lesson is fairly quick, and we're talking about expression. An expression is a combination of numbers, variables, and operations. Add, subtract, multiply, divide. Expressions do not have equal signs. Expressions are just going to look like this. There's different parts of an expression. There's a term. A term is, example, 2x. It is the whole part or section of the problem. So this is a section. 2 and x is one term. You could also have a term be 10. A term could also be 4x squared. A constant, let's make this one a cool color and we'll circle it. A constant is just the number. It's just 10. Yeah, Tessa. X would not be a term in this problem. So I would not say the term is x because it's also a 2x. A term would not be 10x because there's literally not a 10x in the problem. So when you're looking at this problem, the only terms are this one, this one, this one, and this one. So there's 4 terms that are apart. It's kind of like the sections divided by the plus signs. The constant is just the number, and 10 is the only constant that is in this problem. A coefficient is a number, but it's attached to the variable. So a coefficient example for this one would be 2, 3, and 4. So that's a number next to a variable. 2, 3, and 4 are coefficients. Why isn't 10 a coefficient? Silent hand. Why does 10 not work for a coefficient? Cam.
Because it doesn't have like a y, x, or 2 above or anything.
And we call that what, Hadley? What's a y and an x? Good. So we can't say 10 is a coefficient. Lastly, like terms are any 2 numbers. Let's make this one pink. They are any 2 terms that share a variable or are just constants. Like terms in this one would be none of them. There are no like terms, but the moment I add something like this to the problem, Let's say I put a 5x right here, and I'm just going to add it to the side. Why is this now a like term with the 2x? Because they can combine. And why can they combine, Daniel? Why do they combine?
They both have an X.
They both have the similar variable. Tessa.
So this 2x and 4x is like a power combine or no?
This is tricky. What's the difference between this and this? You're going to see a lot more of this in Algebra 1. What's attached to the 4x, Mason?
2 squared.
It's a square. And so this exponent of 2 completely changes the term. It is not the same as a 2x. Moving on. Those are your definitions. If you got them, say check, check. Check, check. They're on your paper. What can we do with an expression? Corbin, Logan, talking one. Chad, Max, talking. A expression can always be simplified. Simplify means to combine like terms. Combine like terms. And reduce. Whoops, go back. Reduce any fractions you may have. So if you can simplify fractions, reduce any fractions. If you have them, they can be simplified. All right, so let's get into actually the steps to simplify this massive thing down here. To combine like terms, you must have the same. Variable. You're right. You can have x and x, but you can't have x and xy to combine. These are different terms. You must have variable raised to the same power. You can't have x and x squared combined. Those are different terms. Numbers by themselves are also called constants. If you run out of room, you can just write it kind of to the side here. I realize it's a little bit squishy. Constants is right there. When identifying like terms, circle the term and the sign that's in front of it. If it's a bad guy, it looks like it's a -2 or something, or a -4. You're going to circle the entire sign and the number. For this example, -2x plus 3y minus 4x minus 9y plus 2x squared, I'm going to take my pencil. If you have some color-coded pens or something, you can bring them to class tomorrow or use them on your homework. I might even let you get them during partner work today. I'm going to look for anything that's an x. There's one, so I'm going to circle it. There's another one, I'm going to circle it. That combines to -6x. Why don't I also combine the 2x squared, Colton?
Because there's power.
There's a power, so I do not combine that one. Jackson.
I can't even bring the number 2 1.
It says must have variable raised to the same power. Power is like an exponent. Same term. Next, you're going to go to the y's. I have a 3y and a -9y. Why is this not 12? This is not 12y. What blunder would I make if I did that, Chad? Yeah, so they have to fight, and Chad, who wins? How many y's do I have? Good. And we're going to go to the 2x squared. This guy doesn't combine with anyone. You're going to list it like that. This is my answer. It looks a little funky because I really just want to simplify it more, but I can't. That is as simple as the expression gets. You can list these in any order for a test. I'm not going to mark you down if you put 2x squared first. or negative 6y first. It just needs to be all simplified. So that's a negative, and that's a positive. Let's try one more. Get ready to cold call. I have a 3x squared. Can I simplify that at all, Nora?
Yes, you can.
What would it combine with? Are there any other like terms, Nora?
3x to the second power.
Okay, circle 3x squared, circle negative 3x squared. What do those combine to make, Lauren? What's 3x squared minus 3x squared? What's 3 minus 3?
3 minus 3 is 0.
So this is actually just nothing. These cancel each other out and become blank. It's not x, it is nothing. They completely go away. 3 minus 3 does not become 1. 3x squared minus 3x squared eliminates. Remember when they fight and they tie. Nobody wins. Go to 6y. 3x squared is going to go away. Yeah. Go to the 6y and the 7y. What do those combine to become, Justice? 6y and 7y would make?
13.
Is that it?
Why 13?
Good. That is your answer. Number 2. Do I have a like term that I can combine with 3x, Paige?
Yeah, 2x.
Okay. And what does that become, Max?
What? Oh, 1x.
Okay. If you want to write 1x, you can. In pre-algebra, you're going to see them simplify it a lot to just x. You won't see the 1 in there. No, it's the same thing. And if you prefer it, you can add it as well. Next, what do I combine, Mason?
You combine the 2y with negative 5y.
Okay.
Which is the negative 3y.
Good.
So negative 1.
Good.
Wait, isn't the 5 not negative?
That's a plus.
5 is a
Oh.
positive.
All right.
No, it's just because the blue line was covering the...
That's okay. That's still a blunder. Can you add it, Reese? Yeah, so this was a positive 5y. This should not be a negative. Yeah, it should be 7y. That's a good word.
I know.
So why is this a 1y and not negative 1? Or why is this 1x and not negative 1x? I did 3x minus 2x. Why is this positive, Logan?
Because they're fighting and there's a negative 2x and there's a positive 3x and they're fighting and the positive wins, which puts it at a 1x, but it could also be x.
Correct. So they fight, the good guys win, and they become positive. 2 more. 4a squared. I'm searching for any other a squareds. What do you notice about this one? Avery.
I noticed that you only can simplify the 4a power 2 and then the 10a power 2, but you can't simplify before you can't put the 3b power 2.
Yeah, b is different than a, so I'm not combining the 3b squared. What's 4a squared plus 10a squared, Corbin?
14 squared.
Not just 14 squared, but 14 what?
14a.
Good. I can't combine the negative 3b squared with anything. Write it next to the answer. I can't combine 4b with anything. Write it next to the answer. This is my simplest version of the expression. Box it or circle it. There's your answer. Logan.
I also noticed something on that problem. On my paper, you can't see anything.
Sorry they're a little bit fuzzy. I'll rewrite this one, okay, Logan?
Huh?
I'll rewrite this one for you, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
That's what I can see.
Write this underneath 4.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. Better?
Thank you.
All right. Last one. What do I simplify first, Finn?
The 5x and the 5x.
Okay. Is there any other x I could simplify? We did those two.
Hold down the ball button for 2 seconds to select a game, or just shoot.
Silent hand if you see something other than the 5x and the 5x. Daniel,
Negative 3x also can't go to the bathroom.
not yet. Combine those three. A -3 with a 5 becomes how many, Lauren? They fight too well.
That's it.
And a 2 with a 5 becomes what?
7.
Good. Take down your 2y. There's nothing to combine it with, and that is your simplest version. Next page. Start out with partner practice for
Is it V or
Nope. We're not going to do your clocks yet. You're going to work with your elbow partner. If you don't have elbow partners, I will assign you one if somebody is absent. So just hang tight at your desk and I will get you a person to work with. 7 minutes. Partner practice. Go. Thanks. You're good.
Can I get my color-coded pens?
You may. Uh-huh.
The minus right here. Could I just combine them?
Didn't I literally
So
just say
annoying.
that?
What is no?
Look, it's just fun. You don't do anything.
Oh, wait, no.
Can't break out the paper.